Good afternoon, I'm Sherry Bell, and today is September 21st, 2008, and your name is Linda Ahrens, right?
That's correct.
You grew up in Arizona?
Yes. Yes, my family moved here when I was a toddler.
Where were you from?
I was born in Pittsburgh.
So all of your schooling was in Arizona?
Every bit of it.
Where did you go to grade school?
I went to grade school at Simpson Elementary School.
I went to Simpson.
Did you really?
Yes, I did. Robert E. Simpson?
Robert E. Simpson School. Right.
And you went there
I was there
entire time?
From second grade when it was first built through 8th grade, and then to West High School, and then to ASU. So my whole education has been here in Arizona.
Did you become involved in the Jewish community when you were a teenager or a young child?
When I was actually a young child, my mother started sending my sisters and I to the Jewish Community Center for activities. I think I was about 7 years old. And then I was in Biddy and BBG as a teenager. I went to camp.
Well, the Jewish Community Center, where was that located?
The Jewish Community Center, when I was a young girl, was at 16th Street in Camelback. And we would go there for camp activities in the summer and in the fall, well, especially in the summer. We went swimming almost every day and to camp.
So was it a cohesive group?
It was a tremendously cohesive group. If you weren't at the Jewish Community Center, you were at Beth Israel or at Bethel. My parents were members of a young married group, and that was where every young couple was. Most of the young married couples in Phoenix, my mother used to tell me, belonged to this young married group, whether they're members of Bethel or Beth Israel. They put on plays. They were sociable. They started organizations. It was where the Jewish community gathered.
Approximately what era are we talking about?
We're talking about the early and mid-50s through about the mid-60s.
Okay.
And then the Jewish Community Center moved to East Maryland.
What congregation did your parents belong to?
To Temple Beth Israel.
So you went to Simpson High School, grade school.
Grade school.
And I'm familiar with that. Did
Yes.
you encounter any anti-Semitism at the school?
Absolutely. Absolutely. We were the only Jewish family, except for one. And no one knew what a Jewish person was. I remember I was in about 6th grade, and I remember a couple of girls touched me one time and said, "Ooh, you're Jewish, you had kuvis," and ran away. I remember another time I used it to my advantage, and I said to someone that I couldn't, I think I couldn't go to school because I had to be out of school because it was Passover, but I think I used it to get out of an English report. So, but mostly I remember feeling very discriminated against any number of times because I was Jewish, and I remember kids not wanting to be friends with me. I remember getting a phone call from a girlfriend who said she could not be my girlfriend anymore because I was going to hell. Because her mother told me I was going to hell because I was Jewish.
And how did that affect you?
I was devastated. I was absolutely devastated, and the girl wouldn't talk to me.
So did
afterwards.
the support of going to the Jewish Center and being in BBG, did that help?
It helped, and we made friends there. Even though I had friends in grade school, the closer friends were the friends you made through the Jewish community.
What is Biddy?
Biddy is Beth Israel Temple Youth, and it was part of a national organization, NIFTY. I was also the first young woman that became a president of Biddy. So that was a unique experience at a time when feminism was just really catching on. So that was really very unique and very important at the time.
What year was that?
1967, I guess it was 67.
What year did you graduate high school?
In 67. So.
Did you go to camp in Prescott then?
For some weekend things, but not for like a summer week type of experience. Although I did go to Anytown. Anytown had just started, and I was selected as I don't know if it's just started, but it was fairly new, and I was selected as a delegate from Biddy, and that is a very special memory, to have gone to Anytown and being a Jewish representative to Anytown. And I don't know if anyone's talked about Anytown.
No.
Anytown was a program through the National Conference of Christians and Jews, and it was a program that started here in Arizona to gather kids of different races and religions and ethnic backgrounds, and to gather them together for a week and to have them experience a week of fellowship and understanding of each other. It's a very unique program. It's still going on. It's caught on across the United States, and it promotes interracial and interreligious understanding and relations. And it's incredibly successful and incredibly important. There are programs now that happen in high schools for a week called Unitowns that do the same thing. And it's something that is one of the most important programs, I think, that came out of the civil rights movement, and was new at the time, and was something that I got to do, and was one of the, I think, defining things of my high school years, because it enabled me to understand prejudice and to understand how to combat it, and to understand just how unique it was to be Jewish and to have pride in that, and not to feel something that is being Jewish wasn't something that you had to hide from, but to have people understand more rather than to shy away from.
So how did you use that in your future life?
Oh, you know, it became something that helped in terms of making sure that I continued to be part of Jewish organizations and seek leadership positions, and make sure that my children kept that legacy.
How would you say our community today compares, because you're active in the community now, how would you say our community today compares with the community back in the 50s and 60s that you grew up in?
I don't think it's as cohesive. I really don't. Maybe because it's too large. I don't find it as cohesive. Parts of it are, but it just doesn't have the same kind of feeling to me. And I think part of that is because it is so large. I thought the event last year, the Israel at 60 event, was fabulous. It was just one of those times when everybody came together. And I think we need more things like that where we can all come together and see each other and work together. We don't have enough of that.